You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
Was it Rolling?
You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
stress and the pain, my heart is palpitating. Love should have been so intoxicating. Instead of giving, you end up taking. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't wanna be numb, I don't wanna be heartless. I'd rather be loved till it leaves me breathless. Before I say those three-letter words, can you give me your word? Can you put me first, first, first? Give me your love. Don't bring no, don't bring no, don't bring no pain. Your love. Give me your love. Don't bring no, don't bring no, don't bring no pain. Your love. Sleepless nights, wondering why. All my life I had to fight. It's my fault, I had no pride. All alone, I'm left to cry, cry, cry. I don't wanna be heartless. I'd rather be loved till it leaves me breathless. Before I say those three-letter words, can you give me your word? Can you put me first, first? Give me first. Oh my. Don't bring no, don't bring no, don't bring no pain. Just your love. I don't want no extra baggage. No, 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 no. Bring me, bring me. Don't bring no, don't bring no, don't bring no pain. Bring me just your love. Can you bring me just your love?
I can't resist when you call my name. Your tender kiss sets me all aflame. I can't hold back what I feel inside me. You showed me love, this is what I really need. I feel so good when I'm just around you. My cloudy days have all turned sky blue. This is for real, love is now exciting. I never knew love was so inviting. You and I will go through our lives and You and I take love to a special place beyond reason. 'Cause our love can't be replaced. No. All night you take me, baby. Come to your place. Oh, oh yeah. All night. All night. Our love is right, baby. All night. You keep me tight, baby. Oh yeah. Keep it right there. 'Cause when we love and then we making love, we like so crazy. Oh yeah. Will flow. 'Cause we let it flow. So let's let it show. Alright, my love. That's right, my love. We can fly the sky so high. Can't do it without you. Alright, my love. That's right, my love. We can fly. Oh, baby, yeah. Baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Love's gonna be alright. We can go all night. We gon' show love. We gon' show love is right. We can go, love will flow, love will grow. All night. What we can do for you. Oh, we can grow if you show love or no. Can do. Just for me, if you show we can grow love or no. We can go all night, all night, all night. All night we can. All night we can. If you show love, be in love. All night, all night we can go all night. Yeah, we can go if I just got to say I know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you hear those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. Oh, let's make today a celebration. So glad that I found you. Baby, what a sweet sensation. I'm so in love, it's true.
sweet caress, your love and tenderness carries me through the day. It's total happiness with you right next to me. I just wanna sing and say good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. I like the way your smile excites me. Never felt this good. Well, just stay with me. It feels forever. I'm so caught up. It's true. You give me those good vibes, good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. Oh.
Oh, your smile.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to the Indie Live Spot. We're very excited about today's show. We have a couple of great guests, and also our brother Keith Gilchrist is also with us. But please help me introduce to you Miss Cynthia Simmons Taylor and John Taylor to the show. Everybody, welcome.
Hey, John, Cynthia, how y'all doing?
Oh,
Doing
man.
well.
Really good.
Awesome.
Really good.
Awesome. We're so excited about having you guys today on the show. And it's just a pleasure. John, of course, you know, me and you've been talking a little bit. We've been trying to get together. It's just been so much going on. I know you guys are really busy. You both have a couple of wonderful organizations that you guys tend to a lot. And of course, I know you're going to fill us all in on all of that good stuff. But just want to say thank you for coming onto the show. We just welcome you.
Appreciate
be
it.
here.
Appreciate it greatly.
Yeah. Now, also another treat with this, Cynthia, you got some great music. We'd just like to talk a little bit about that as well, because for a while I didn't know, that you did that you were singing jazz and doing some of this wonderful stuff. So, gosh, please share your endeavors of what you do with the music, because it's just wonderful. I've heard both of the tracks that we're going to let our listeners hear today, and then I understand that you have actually a nice EP coming out pretty soon.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
It's March 24th, John.
The single drops on the
Single is March
24th, and then the rest of the album drops on April 30th, in International Jazz Day. We did that on purpose. I thought that'd be kind of nice.
nice.
Yeah. Make sure we get the music when it actually drops.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Please.
Yeah.
I laugh and joke with him because my job is to look pretty and sing, and so
There
he
you
does
go.
all the other stuff.
There you go. And what you do, that's enough right there.
Yeah.
So,
Like this,
yeah.
it takes time.
Right?
Hair, clothes.
He left the house today. I stayed home and put on makeup.
Yeah.
Should have given him some.
Oh, here goes the first dig.
You just
I'm just saying.
He's fine.
Listen, very
Now,
white times in.
right now, for those who don't know, Keith and John, I guess you both do have a correlation or a connection with the sassy radio thing.
Who?
So jazz.
Who?
I mean, I'm sorry. So, that
Oh,
was
boy.
my fault. I'm sorry. Golly.
Pinewood,
your
there it
fault.
goes, Pinewood.
See,
Yes,
I'm so excited about today's show. I can't even get my words right.
give him, hey, Keith, give him one for me too. Will you? Give him one for me too.
Just the kiss. You ready?
Yeah, my bad. It's them S's. So jazzy radio. So jazzy radio.
I'll put a third finger. Excuse me.
Right.
Off the stage.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my goodness.
all right, Gary, you sassy thing.
Yes,
So,
thanks.
I'm sorry, the sassy thing. I said thing. Isn't it thing? I forget the song. I forget. But
Oh.
anyway, you got the picture.
My bad there, y'all. Yes, but
I'm like, wait a minute, did he just say?
I know.
right. No,
That's all right.
Yeah.
You're forgiven.
Yeah,
You're
please.
He had a
forgive.
major Joseph Ray-itis. Sorry.
Yes, I did. Yeah. We'll blame it
I'm
on
gonna let you handle this one. You got the Pinewood.
I'm gonna blame
You
it
handle
on
this one.
I'm gonna blame it on Ray's maid.
In the background too.
That's right. Looks like somebody took it up and Ray was muted. They took care of that crash. You know you're noisy when you get muted, Mac.
Yeah.
Somebody muted me.
but no.
Scary magnesium moment.
Right. But you both of you do have a correlation with John, because I think you actually sponsored Keith's radio show as well. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
On So Jazzy Radio. Yes.
Yes.
That's clear.
Thank you, God.
You're welcome. I do my part, man. I do my part.
I think Keith's face was priceless.
It's like, well, where? What?
The head look. I thought it was supposed
Joyce, you know what I went through with that whole situation. And when he did it was just like, what?
I thought I was gonna lean over like Jay Lamont did with Ray.
Right.
I know it.
It's all good. Look, it happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah, it does.
It really do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Stop, Chris. I know where you're going. Stop Chris.
Oh.
Gary, ask the question. Hurry.
Cynthia in the dinner room.
Look, we were talking about Cynthia's music. What are the titles of the two songs that you sent to us that we're going to hear? That was recorded.
About moonbeams and killing me softly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel right now.
So you feel like you were killed softly with moonbeams?
With no peace.
While wearing polka dots? Is that
Oh my goodness.
Don't forget to ride in the unicorn.
correct?
Like Gary has been trying to turn this thing serious, and I didn't hear any. I'll call Gary.
Wait, one more thing, because I've got to read this from Henry. Papa Smurf matching with a shirt with beard.
Wait, hold up. I'm muting you, Mac.
Please mute him.
Okay, now, what did you say? What did you read?
I said Papa Smurf matching with his shirt and with the beard. White on white.
He can't defend himself right now.
Papa Smurf.
Oh,
Okay,
my gosh.
now,
you're trying
all
to
right, G, go.
Okay, Gary, we're talking about her two tracks. Tell us about how it got started. I'm just piggyback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna piggyback on Gary.
Yeah, you're doing right, Joyce.
Okay.
Everyone was at home. There was no music because thanks pandemic. And my friend Brad Henderson sent me a text one day. Hey, I'm doing recording with people. Just, you record it from your phone. And then I'll mix it down here. I'm putting together an album. Ballads and Bosses is what he called it. And so he told me what he wanted me to record, and I sat down and with my phone and my cord from my headphones and sang and then sent it to him.
Wait, I don't mean it.
Wow.
What I heard on Killing Me Softly and Polka Dots was done on your phone?
On your phone?
Wow,
Polka Dots was.
quality
With Killing Me
sound.
Softly, I finally, once things were a little easier, we went down to his house. He lives in Fort Gibson, which is 40 minutes from here. It's out in the middle of nowhere for me, but we went down, not a country girl, but we went down. He has a studio in his back, and so I recorded that one in person. But Polka Dots and Moonbeams, I was on my phone. He recorded a basic track that I could listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the recording in one ear, and I'm recording on my phone in the other, and then I just sent it to him, and he blended it together.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has to be mixed and mastered. So
Yeah.
to do that on your phone.
I know, right?
We were all looking for things to do for that, time frame because everyone was bored. It was, I tease and say March 17th, 2020 was the day the music died.
What's wrong, John?
Everything just stopped.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
I'm telling you, folks, if you have not heard that song, please go listen to it. 'Cause John, it's on her Spotify, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go listen to that on her Spotify. So I mean, she already sings amazing, but to have that done on a phone, and then mixed down, oh my goodness,
that is amazing.
See, I need some help. I'm just going to tell you. Need a $3,000 mic.
Right.
I need some reverb. I need you hear, oh, I just did it on the phone and sent it to him. I'm like, oh, wow, okay.
There's several vocalists on that album, and all of us were in our own home doing our recording. So,
and what's his name again? Who?
Brad Henderson.
Brad Henderson.
He's the keyboard player on the tune.
He's a great pianist, Joyce. Check him out.
He's a great guy.
Chris, I got you, Chris. I got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So he did that, and we did 3 tunes. 2 of them made that album. The third one will be on my EP that's coming out, The Nearness of You.
Looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
but it was fun.
Chris, how did you describe I like how you described her voice earlier. So the
it was amazing. But what I mostly was talking about her version of "Killing Me Softly" because it's done in bossa nova style, and I've never heard it that way, and it fits perfectly. And she just made it sound so sexy, and I just like, ooh, yeah. So Gary, we're gonna listen to one can we do that one first?
Yeah, let's do that one first. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Because that is an amazing rendition of it.
Thank you.
And believe it or not, Grizz, what you said, that's what they say in my chat room when I play it. They said it was sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is sexy.
Sexy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you took my song. My bad. Sorry. Hold on.
Maybe we shouldn't have left.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is my sexy baby.
Totally accidental.
I'd like to, because both of you are in the music industry in different parts. John, what part do you partake? Well, a lot of us know you already, but there's some listeners who've never heard of you before. How would you tell them who you are in terms of the music industry?
Can I say one thing? Can I mute myself now? Unmute myself now.
I'm going to yield. I'm going to yield to Ray because I want to hear this. Please continue, sir.
Look here.
Please continue.
Well, I tell you, I looked up and they done muted me completely, Joyce.
Yeah, I did the second time. I sure did because Gris was trying to talk and
I
because
wasn't
of
saying
what you were saying. Crash, bang, boom.
Vacuum
We
going
heard
on.
your cleaning lady stuff back in the background.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I thought it was a Batman fight going.
no, but see, I'm right across from my kitchen. I can walk from my office right to my kitchen, right there, down the cross.
And now a doorbell is ringing.
See.
No.
See.
Plus, you were falling asleep.
Well, hey,
No, I was going to sleep.
No, you were falling asleep.
we're going to exercise cancel culture right here and mute him.
Oh my God.
Because John even saw it.
Yes.
John saw it too with me. Because you went like this, and then you just kind of went like this.
You had that OG nod going, bro. It was good, bro. I was there. I was like, that. He's got this down to a science. I was like, nod like that.
Boy, I tell you, I didn't go to bed at 4 o'clock this morning.
I don't know why you think you're 15.
Right?
Man, I was working.
God.
I was working, man. I'm trying to make me some money. I need money.
That's that's funny.
You don't need too much money. You got a cleaning lady.
That's why I had to pay her.
Oh
He
my
had
God.
to stay up till 4 because he had to pay her today. Come
I
on,
had to
Keith.
pay her today. And the man come in and clean my carpet. I had to pay him.
Well, why you just stand out on the curb and pull your pants leg up?
I don't know if that'll work, Keith, or not.
Maybe too many accidents, because they won't know what it is.
Please don't encourage. Please don't encourage.
I've been thinking about just getting out there and having me a bucket with a lock on it, and put some of them help you or help whatever the home that have a lock on it. And when I get back home and the bucket's full, I just open it up and just dump it out.
Okay.
That's bad, ain't it? That's bad, huh?
See,
you know,
how do we
that's
get
why
there?
you're going to fall down your driveway.
Don't you snort. Don't you?
Oh my
Just put on
God.
one of your African outfits, bro, and you be good to go. The
And
one
like,
with
come on, that
they
dress.
first the one with the cape on it.
You mean my
And now we
tablecloth?
say, here I come,
Right.
say the day.
Hey, Gary.
The Mighty Mouse
Gary,
Yes.
didn't I tell you?
You did.
I told you.
You did.
You didn't listen.
You
I
did.
told you. I told you this was going to happen. I told you. Oh, that's funny.
You're going to have intervention with this today if you want to talk about music, because this is really.
Speaking of, let's do
We'll
Killing
sneak
Me
a little
Softly.
bit of
I
that
want to
in.
hear Killing Me Softly.
Okay.
We'll sneak a little of that in.
All right.
Is he going to play that now, or does he want me
Yes,
to answer
right
that
now.
question?
Answer the question.
Oh, he was talking to Gary, though, but anyway.
Which one? Am I answering the question, or do you want to play the song?
Gary, what do you want to do? He's in control.
I'm confused right now. So what's
Okay,
y'all got
answer
me
the
confused.
Tell you what.
John said you yield to me. So, John, since you yield to me, I'm giving you back the floor.
Okay.
That's how we got this.
And that's good because, I know that, Ray just got his floors clean, so I'm sure it kind of came over here. I feel cleaner too, Ray. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, John. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I got your back. So I'll explain what I do. First of all, my name is John Taylor, also known as His Royal Imperial Highness Grand Poobah of the World. Now, I may not understand all of that, but don't worry about it. You'll
As
get
the
it as I
wife
can
shakes
speak.
her head.
I took the crown off because it wouldn't fit in the picture, but that's another story. So, I run and I'm the CEO of Taylor Entertainment Group, LLC, and also TulsaJazz.com. We're based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have been in business now for right at 12 years.
Wow.
And we're very artist-centric in what we do. We provide, well, let me back up a little bit. We do concert promotion, curation. We create festivals. We provide opportunities for artists, not only locally, but nationally. We connect with venues and try to create new opportunities for the folks to be able to play and have a good time, and do people with a dream in music and in this industry to be able to fulfill their dream. And that's basically how we do what we do. And we use a lot of things to do. We partner a lot. We were at a partner event this morning with several thousand people, and it was a great way to start the day. And then got back just about an hour before we were going to go on here, which is another great way to spend the afternoon if you guys haven't figured it out yet. And I am going to give this personal warning to everybody that's listening. I have no sense. I am crazy, and I embrace it totally. And so I just want you to know that going into this. And I didn't get that way until I met Keith, but that's another story. We have a good time doing what we do, and we work with a lot of artists. We work with artists all over the world, and it's a fun thing. So that's the gist of it, and we'll get into some more detail after we listen to the song. But I did want to go ahead and answer that question.
Yeah,
Because,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a lot to share.
No
I'm looking forward to it. Okay, music now.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back, everybody. So, everybody, hang tight, and we'll be right
Is
back.
she singing or am I singing? I just never mind. I can't.
Remember, I sing. You don't sing.
Tell him again, sis. Tell him again.
It's my job, baby.
That is her job. 100%.
Look at those two. How
Keith,
sweet.
I got flavored duct tape for you. Don't mess with me, man. I think it's strawberry. Strawberry.
Strawberry.
No, strawberry's red.
Yeah. Like Kool-Aid. It's red, purple. That's all flavors you got. Red, purple.
Red dye.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go, y'all. We'll be right back. Y'all keep it locked.
Or like one of the flavors from Will.
The rocks are gonna cry out. The rocks are gonna cry out.
I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. So I came to see him, to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. Felt he'd found my letters, read each one aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming a pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He sang as if he knew me in all my dark despair. And then he looked right through me as if I wasn't there. And he just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, strumming the pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
We are back, and Ray is talking about his grass, and I don't know what else he's talking about over there. But that was beautiful. That was beautiful what we just heard, though.
Yes.
Goodness. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Bring in the chair, man. That's
say nah.
You know what I mean? And the purple, was that a purple dress? You're sitting in
dress. Oh, that was a red dress.
That's a red dress. Okay.
Yeah, that's my smoking hot red dress.
So when John go put you on the concerts?
Okay, I was talking, so now you can talk. I'm done now.
Sure. Thank you. Now when John go put you on one of the concerts?
Say that again.
On the concert. When he gonna put you on tour?
Oh, I mean, he finds ways to book me all sorts of places. Going on tour is harder because I have a day job.
Yeah. Okay.
So I actually have to be in the office and do those kinds of things.
What kind of work you do? What got?
I am a human resources professional.
Well, I need a job.
I'm the HR department.
I need a job.
You doing good money. You got a maid coming in, sir.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Bringing food. Question that. You live by yourself. You got maid service twice a week. That's not maid service, baby. Something else going on, Mac.
Oh.
You grown. It's your house.
I've been kicking around females here. I can't get them females to go nowhere. I get tired of sitting up in their house and everything. We need to do something besides sit up in this house.
Let's talk to John about his profession.
I thought Ray was talking about a profession. I'm sorry. Okay, so I missed that. Silly me.
Yeah, John. He's man of the streets.
Oh, that was gangsterly. Diamond in the back, gangsterly.
Look here.
Talk about that street life, okay.
I don't even understand why my old butts out there running these streets like I'm a teenager, but I'm running them. Believe it.
I'm not running them. Follow that up. I have something in my head, but I don't think it should.
I know, Joy.
I don't think it should come on.
I saw it too.
Algie just said, "Leave it, Ray."
Well, see the thing is,
yeah.
I like living. I like living life. I'm an old man. I'm 73 years old. I got to stay out there.
You're an old dirty man.
Yeah, right. Right, dude. That's fine.
See, just like I said earlier, you have to hear it again. I got plenty of conversation, grid, but no game.
Please.
Look,
Who's
kids
gonna believe
out
that
there,
BS?
My
all
goodness.
you kids, now you know what not to do. When you get his age,
Yeah.
go play you some shuffleboard, play you some chess.
Shuffleboard.
Go golfing.
Oh my goodness.
Play bridge.
I'll tell you.
Bridge. I may golf a little
Play
bit.
spades then. Play spades.
No, I don't want to be sitting around with a bunch of old folks smelling like being gay.
Oh my gosh.
Gary, ain't that funny?
Wow. Okay.
That's why.
Joyce.
Look, that's why your old butt fell in the garage.
Yeah.
You couldn't get up like you had on being gay.
My knee went out, Keith. My knee went out, but I got up. I wouldn't land not in the garage. No, what was I at?
What you should have used was some Absorbine Junior. See, that's what you should have used, some Absorbine Junior, because the Junior make you feel younger when you put it on. So yeah, that's how I call it Junior.
That's about right, huh?
Yeah.
But
Next
you
time
should
you
use
decide to fall, let me and Joyce be there. So we can sing when we fall down, we get up. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Look, yeah,
And
I'm
now
gonna
he's
tell you.
telling you, he's
I'm gonna
trying
tell
to
you
help
this,
you,
John.
Ray. He's trying to help you to plead the fifth, but you won't.
I'm not gonna plead the fifth because I ain't gonna lie. Shit. Look at John. John, I was at my neighbor's, boy. We was out there having a good time, boy. Look at, I got kind of toasty. Boy, I got up out that chair.
Kinda.
I'll send you the video.
Well, I was drunk.
You were overlit.
I was drunk.
John, he felt like a ball of confusion.
Look here. My phone went one way, my glasses went the other way, and my other friend, he came over the top of me.
Hit the ground.
Yeah, I think you took him down.
Wow.
Look, y'all, but the funniest part is when his legs went straight up straight, it went straight up like this. He rolled back.
That was his friend. Yeah, when
his
Naz
legs are like
he just knocked him down so hard that it pushed his legs over.
Legs went straight up, y'all. It's like, it didn't curl, you know, you fall, you curl. No, his legs went straight up.
Yeah, it was like he was extra top heavy.
Yeah.
But I tell you, boy, I'm telling you. Look here, I was drunk. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, goodness.
I was really drunk. We sitting out there drinking that liquor, smoking cigars, and running our mouth. I said, well, I'm getting ready to go home.
He had too many.
I got up out of that chair. And
You tried.
I got out of the chair.
When you're falling, the first steps are slow, and then it
Boy,
keeps.
that first step, boy, I'm telling you, that knee went out. Boy, the next thing I know, I'm up in the air. My back,
Like, just
the
don't.
head was up under my bumper. And phone went one way, glasses went to the other.
I'm surprised that he didn't go flat. Somehow he ended up being able to turn, and at that time, that's when his friend, he knocked over his friend, and his friend's legs went whoop.
What? You gave
Oh my God.
you gave that one new song that I mean that's not new song, it's an old song where Grace Jones pull up to the bumper. No, new music.
Right. There's the new me.
Oh, another
Pull up
music.
to my bumper, baby.
Oh.
That's the night when it hit the news that they felt a slight earthquake in the air. It
You
was,
know,
Oh gosh.
look here, I remember when I was young, this guy, his name was, we called him Mr. Sharoops, because he would say Sharoop and drop him. Boy, that man was so tore one day, he hit the wall and said, excuse me. Yeah, he backed the wall and said, he backed up, hit the wall again and said, excuse me. The third time, boy, he cussed the wall out. He cussed the wall out.
Lord have mercy.
Then I said, excuse me. Wall ain't said
Hey,
nothing.
Cynthia, I got a question for you.
Yes.
What's
Are
up?
all the musicians on this upcoming EP, are they all from Oklahoma?
One of them's in Dallas.
Oh, really? Which one?
Justin. John, what's Justin's last name?
Justin.
Uh,
He's a guy.
What did he say?
Yeah, I can't think of his last name right now.
What
On
did
the
he
EP, I just pretty much trusted Brad to get people that he knew would come
Okay,
in and play
gotcha.
it strong. Justin Pierce, that's his name.
I've heard of him.
He's the saxophone guy. Drummer was George Tamayan, and he is up here in the Tulsa area. And then Brad Henderson was on piano. So
okay.
it was really well. So
Very
Cool.
I
cool.
played the headphones. That's the only instrument I'm good at. I just put them on and it happens. And that's kind of what
he
happens.
jokes, but he will always tell me if it was not my best time to sing something. he is honest and in a
Yeah.
good way. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, you definitely need that though. You know.
you do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You might get a little paper cut, but you're over it quickly because you know.
If I need to fix it, I want to know.
Yeah,
So, especially if I'm
exactly.
recording.
That's why I tell people, if I ask you, tell me now, because once it's released, I really don't want to hear you anymore.
I can't fix it then.
Yeah.
You know, I'm beginning to realize right there in Broken Arrow, there's a lot of talent that came out of Broken Arrow, didn't it?
Yeah.
And what about
down in
Eldridge?
Oklahoma City? So
Yeah. What about Eldridge?
he's up here.
Is he in?
Eldridge Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he lives in Broken Arrow, but he's in Tulsa. And
I know
Broken
he's
Arrow's
in the
a
Tulsa
suburb,
area.
So yeah.
Well, shoot. Why?
And
He's
speaking
here.
speaking of Tulsa, could you talk a little bit about a couple of things. Talk a little bit about Tulsa Jazz, and then also about the festival that you have coming up, the International Jazz Festival that you have scheduled coming up.
TEG.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the festival because that'll be the shortest part.
Yeah.
Then I'll tell you about Tulsa Jazz and kind of how that became what it is today, which is really kind of amazing. But the TEG International Jazz Fest is an annual event. It has been for the last 7 years. It is coming up this year on June the 3rd. In Tulsa, we have something called the First Friday. I know that cities around the country have something similar. Spectacular Saturday, First Friday,
First
and that sort of
Fridays.
thing. Yeah, and so this is our First Friday. We are the spotlight event for the First Friday celebration. And what we've done is we've provided a lot of different types of entertainment. We've gone from big bands. One year we did Bird with Strings, the Lost Arrangements. One of the people that I work with and one of my business partners happened to have access to the Lost Arrangements before they were released to the public.
Okay.
And so he was part of the marketing of that, and we partnered up and decided to go ahead and do this for the Jazz Fest.
Yeah.
And so that was only the third time that those arrangements had been performed, which was really cool. One year we ended up partnering with Blue Note and Capitol Records for Gregory Porter. I wanted to call him Gary. Gregory Porter's In the Alley. It was released on the same day as our Jazz Fest came out, and so we ended up playing his music during the break as part of the release. And also they gave us, signed items to raffle off and give. It was a really cool, we've had some really cool experiences. But let me tell you how this came about. We used to have something in Tulsa called the Greenwood Jazz Festival.
Right.
And it went on for a long time. And it was incredibly successful. And all of the big acts came through Tulsa.
Yeah.
And then, sadly, it ended. I think it was, I would say, almost 30 years.
Okay.
You know, it was a long time. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on the number.
Yeah.
But
It
it
ran a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. The Greenwood Jazz Festival for years.
Years. years, and I mean everybody that was anybody in jazz, R&B, and soul came through there. So I had this idea of connecting the International Jazz Celebration, which I'll get to that in just a moment, with a festival, and create the festival to educate people on that, and possibly, if we could get the sponsorship and get the momentum and the traction, be able to replace and bring back something to the level of the Greenwood Jazz Festival. We have not gotten to that point yet, but we have had a lot of success.
Yeah.
And so the main thing with our festival, it was created to educate people. It was created to promote jazz in all of its styles, and to be able to let people know that jazz is a viable option for you.
Yeah.
It is not a dead music. It is very much alive. And it's something that everybody can find a piece of that they like. And you can't say that for most music. Not only that, but it's the only music. Jazz and blues are the only music that were created here in this country.
Right. Right.
You know, and I'm gonna. It irritates me that the only music that's made in this country gets a back seat to everybody else. On the Grammys, we should be out on the main stage, on the main floor.
Yes.
Instead of earlier today, we gave so and so the Grammy for jazz such and such. I'm like, y'all stop that.
I know.
This is the music for this country. And if you don't respect that, then maybe we should talk.
Yeah.
I'm willing to talk in my own way. But anyway, the point is,
I agree.
That's how we started. That's what this event is all about. And the International Jazz Day, if you're not familiar with that, that's April 30th. It's celebrated all year, but it's April 30th. April is also Jazz Appreciation Month. And you know, this is all part of that celebration. And I happen to be one of the global organizers for that celebration, which helps a lot, so we can get to do things throughout the year and celebrate this thing all year and educate people. So the idea is jazz artists are some of the greatest artists on the planet, vocalists, artists, all of them, and they need to be set out front where their position should be in the first place. And that's our mindset. So we push jazz with everything we've got.
Awesome.
Well, you know, I know y'all got a jazz museum there in Tulsa, and I know they've been going through a lot of changes there with the museum. And myself and Gary, we're also working on with a group of people that is called the National African American Jazz Legacy Museum in Oklahoma City. And talking about covering 50 states, we got OU involved. They got some people that got some money. All they got to do is just come on, throw the money on over so we can buy the building. And once we get the building, get it renovated and everything, there's so much to it. And, you know, you can bring in artists from around the world, bring them to that museum. And it's about our heritage. Our slogan is, it came from the belly of the ships.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you know, hoping that everything will come to fruition like it should be. 'Cause I'm getting ready to set the radio station up there for the museum at Langston University, the campus at Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the Oklahoma City campus, right.
Right. So that's going to be a start right there, you know, getting sponsors, advertisement going on, you know, so we can start accumulating money through this radio station. So that's getting ready to happen real soon, you know. But I'll just give you a little hint, because that's where we at. That is our music.
Yes.
You know, because it came from the gospel, then it came to the blues, then here come jazz. Those three entities of music. And a lot of people don't understand where the music comes from. You know, I was at a museum there in Oklahoma City, had a housing number banjo. You know, they didn't know where the banjo come from. They didn't know.
I didn't know either, so I'm just gonna fess up. I didn't know it came from Africa.
It came from Africa.
Mhm.
Your horns came from Africa. Your xylophone,
Well,
it came from Africa. What is it? What's it? Morris. Yeah, what's his name? With Edwin Fire, Maurice White. They played. That came from Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, we knew that. But
See,
I didn't know the banjo.
yes.
Didn't know.
And when I said that to them, they kind of looked at me. Well, we don't know what part of Africa it come from. And I said, it doesn't matter. It came from Africa.
Right.
And see, when I was over there the first time, I brought instrumentation back, drum and the banjo out of a gourd. You know, I brought that back for the museum and stuff. But like I said, that's our heritage, and it cannot be lost.
It won't be.
No, it can't.
You know,
because they're teaching jazz in schools, in music schools.
Yes.
well,
Jazz studies. You know what I mean?
the thing in school, Joyce,
I know what
in
you're
the public school, they have cut a lot of that curriculum out for its music. Okay, you're talking about college. Well, it's there in college, true enough. But the schools itself, no. They cut the program completely out.
Jazz is, yes, it's being taught in college, but it's not the way you guys are approaching it. And Mac, what you're doing with the museum, you're approaching the history, the real history of jazz, where it originated. Where in music school, you're just studying theory. They took the music, broke it down, analyzed it. Oh, no, I'm going to teach it to you. And I think it's so funny because my husband and I went to a venue that is known for the traditional jazz, and we were meeting a couple there. We weren't part of the organization, but you could still go and buy a ticket. Well, the lady snubbed us. Your name is not on the list. And my husband raised his card. Can we buy a ticket? Oh, yes. And I'm like, why am I snubbed when this music came from my people?
Right.
Well, that's the thing.
It started in a what's the way of saying whorehouse? What's his name? What do you call it? Brothel, yeah.
A brothel.
You know what I mean? That doesn't change it. It's still great, but it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute, did I just get snubbed?
Well, you know,
so you're not on the list. Jobs for the society people. But I'm sorry, I like with what's his name? He's a drummer now. His dad. Oh gosh. Thelonious Monk's son said jazz was not originated as dinner music.
No, it was.
Right.
It's okay that you smooth it out and that that's okay. That's beautiful. I like that. But that's not how it was originated. So I'm just saying that
Yeah.
But tell me something, John, about you said that the TEG Jazz Festival. I think I heard 7 years. This is the 7th year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and now it is on the list and as International Jazz Festival. When did that happen? I think that's awesome.
Here's what we brought: the International Jazz Fest or the International Jazz Day celebration to Tulsa in 2016. It had not been celebrated. It started in 2012, 2011, and in 2002, the Smithsonian deemed April Jazz Appreciation Month, and then April 30th was the celebration of that, which is International Jazz Day. So we brought it to Tulsa in 2016. We're the only entity that has celebrated it officially, and everyone that has celebrated it ended up coming through us anyway, which they didn't have to do. But since we were the ones that brought it in, they came to us and said, hey, we'd like to partner with you and do our own event for International Jazz Day, and can you make it an official event? And I said, yeah, I can. You can do this for yourself, but I'll be happy to. And so for example, the Tulsa Performing Arts Center came to us, and we had educated them because they didn't know about International Jazz Day and the celebration and the month of April. So once we educated them, the next year they came to us and said, "Hey, we'd love to have Cynthia come and perform for our Jazz Appreciation Month and International Jazz Day celebration that we're having." And so it was their first one, and they've done it each year since. And they brought her back this year. She'll be performing again for that same event on April the 6th. So
awesome.
that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. A lot of people they don't know the roots of jazz, the history of jazz, and all of these incredible performers that we have. And we have some good ones. There are some fantastic performers. I just peeped over at the chat room, and we got a boatload of talent in the chat room.
In the chat room.
And so, and so, our job is to let people know that these people are out there and that they have the talent, they have the skill, and and they have it of these the same level of a lot of these A-list artists that they call A-list. But the point is that A-list never seems to include jazz, and we have some of the top musicians in the world in our genre.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
we're a little ornery. We're a little ornery when it comes to jazz. I'm just going to tell you. We fight for it, and we fuss about it, and we will get up in anybody's face, ain't scared of nobody, and just tell you, hey, you know what? You really need to check this out. This is some good music. This is real music. This is America's music. And if you're not paying attention to this, you're doing yourself and your audience a serious injustice. So that's kind of how we look at things.
Yeah.
But we're big fans of, and here's the key for us, and I'm gonna stop talking and let y'all laugh some. Because I'm trying to keep myself poised, because I like I said, I don't have a lick of sense, but I'm thrilled about it. And my favorite statement is, never waste a good crazy. So
He doesn't waste them.
I really don't. I'm just good. I get buck wild in a heartbeat. But the thing is, with all of the technology that we have now, and all of the people, there's so much more we can do. We don't have to rely on labels. Are nice and they're needed in certain circumstances, but the indie artists, I think, are educating the labels that, hey, you know what? Not only can we do this, but we can actually do it better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
right.
and
so right.
So, and that's the thing about us. We support indie artists, because it makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah, because I guess it was 2015. I started the Independence Artist Festival. I had a couple of them, about 3 of them, I think.
3.
And it was 3. And I was going to do another before my wife passed, and in 2019. So I'm going to have to give myself back up, because the only thing I'm promoting is independent artists.
Right.
That's it. Bring them in, let's do your thing. The mainstream, them headlines, the mainstream artists, they can keep doing what they're doing.
Right.
People need to know who these independent artists are.
Yes.
Well, Ray, that's almost a word that you have to almost put to the side nowadays, because there are so many mainstream artists that have left labels
Right.
and became independent.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that now, you're looking at a broader scope than what it used to be.
That's so correct.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Keith. You're right, Keith.
I think that's why they use A-list, those terms, ABC lists.
Right.
Trying to break it down.
But when I was talking in meetings here in Atlanta, me talking to promoters, I had to bring to their attention, just like you said, Joyce, A, B, C, D, you had the same in independent artists. You still got the top to the worst. So I've always tried to encourage them to bring on independent artists when they bring in name artists,
right,
or A-list artists. And I say that's giving you more bang for your buck.
Right.
You for people to get to know about the younger, I would say, when I think of independent artists, think of the younger artists, but bringing them in, that's right, Joyce.
Right?
That's right.
But you know something, Keith. But you know, Keith, I have found out and have seen this myself. I have seen some of the independent artists have blowed out the headliner.
Oh yes. Oh
They
yeah.
have blowed them clean out of the water.
Yeah.
You know, but that's why me and Gary play the music that we play on our show.
Right.
You know, we play quote unquote the mainstream artists mixed in with independent artists.
Right.
Because we want to show the world that they live up to the fullest, just like the regular artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and also is giving something to those independent artists, letting them know that their music sounds just as good.
Exactly.
Now, if it does not, you know, now it gives you something to work toward down the road with your music.
Yeah.
To upgrade your music.
Well said.
Sound quality. You know, on and on and on.
Absolutely.
So that's
you
what
know
we
something, Keith.
present with what we're doing.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yes.
Keith, you know something? You know something, Keith? Let me tell you this. I think we have, yourself included, the best show on the market. I think we have quality and the best show. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You know, you listen to a lot of them. It sounds like, you know. Now, this show here is just, you know, it's off the fly. There's no script. And you know, most of them got scripts and what they're doing. So that's what makes our show different. So, it's totally different. But she always doing that, but that's all right. I don't care.
Pronounce it's intuition.
Okay, then I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
You know, and
she said always to correct me. But sometimes I be knowing what I'm saying and just be saying it. It may not come out the way I wanted to sometimes, but I'm cool with it.
Sometimes.
But the thing is, you know.
Take your time, Ray. Take your time.
The shows.
I'm all choked up.
Somebody said something. I don't even read the chat room. They agree with George with that.
Go, Gary, shoot.
But I know they've heard me say this 1,000 times. This show here, we ain't like some of the presenters. We ain't got sticks up our tail. We are being free. Look at that. See that? I already knew as soon as I said it. I said it 1,000 times. But it's a fact.
Yeah, Mac is very
free.
He shows himself.
This is truly one of the best shows out there. With Gary's knowledge and with you guys getting together, but with Gary's technical knowledge, he always brings something new to the table. Because before he was doing this, who was doing it? Nobody. YouTube Live, come on. You know, so that was this is a game changer for me. But we're, you know, us as radio stations and radio hosts, we're not in competition with each other.
Oh no,
not at all. We do have some that are out there trying to compete with us. For what? Yeah. There's so much music around. Everybody's format is different. Everybody's show is different.
Right.
On how they present it.
Yeah.
You know, so and we've been a family for so long. You know.
See, me and Gary started. We've been doing this kind of thing for 21 years. And it's always been a different change and innovation in what is being done. You know, and it's going to be another step further. You know, it's got to go another step further.
Right.
George, she laughing at the chat. Is there something going on?
Yeah.
I tried not to laugh. For some reason, I looked at John and I think he saw it too, and it made me laugh.
What y'all say? I don't read the chat.
Henry says Ray Glish, translator. And when David, my ninja brother.
Yeah.
He came in and when he said hello to Colleen, and then he puts in parentheses Colleen. And with notes behind that.
No, I like when David says macademic is in
Academic.
That's what I was trying to
Hey,
say.
John, you see why I don't read the daggum chat room? I don't read it.
We'll read it for you.
They read it
Oh,
for me,
that's
so
funny.
the one thing I can do is just shake my head and
Oh,
keep it moving. That's one thing I can do.
I agree with you,
You're
Keith.
right about that, Henry. Raise uniqueness.
Well,
Right.
let me do this. Let's
Okay.
take one more
I
quick.
am gonna say this.
Yes,
though.
one more break.
No, go ahead, Jim.
You guys,
Go ahead.
yeah. I don't. Sometimes we enjoy moments like this and shows like this, and they're fun. I'm telling you. And when I come on and I'm in the chat room and I'm watching the show, this is just fun. This is a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes we have to remember how vital what you guys are doing is for this industry. And Keith, I'm throwing you in there on top of that because we partner and we work together on stuff. And what you do is vital because without these outlets, a lot of people wouldn't be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick, 21 years is a long time to be doing this. I'm just applauding all of you because you make our job as promoters, as business owners, as concert curators, and all the stuff that we do so much easier, so much simpler, and it gives us tools we wouldn't have had we not partnered with you. So I just want to publicly thank you for what you do and how you do it, and please keep going because you make our jobs a lot easier.
We appreciate that.
Well, I
Thank
can
you
say
so
one
much.
thing. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
We're gonna do our damnedest. We're gonna keep doing our damnedest. And my partner, my friend over there, how can I say it? He's a damn genius.
Which one?
All aspects.
Gary, which one? Oh, Gary, because you got Keith in here too. Yeah.
Oh
Gary,
shit! I didn't even talk about Keith.
Sorry, S-bomb.
There you go, Chris.
Second time he dropped the S bomb.
I'm going to lead the show because I'm going to walk over to Oklahoma, to Texas.
But, John and Cynthia, literally all the graphics you see, all the setup, everything, then Ray are right. It's Gary. And it's coming out of his own pocket, his own heart, et cetera, et cetera. Now, our goal is to get into a position where we can sell ads and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I'm not saying that on the air, right, Gary? This is behind the scenes stuff, but but the thing is that I just want people to know that what he's doing right now is really just coming out of his own heart, his own pocket, and everything. So that's why Gris every show asks people to just invite somebody, share it on your timeline, help us build this brand. So we can make it easier for the promoters, so we can make it easier for even artists to meet each other, because off this show, artists have met and they've done some collaboration when they've come together because they've met through this show. So
I've seen some of the artists like Jeanette Harris. We interviewed her. Now, Jeanette, she's on the A-list. She's steady moving. I remember Aziza Miller. Yeah, went all the way to New York to Sugar Bear to see Aziza. And
wait a minute, Gary went to New York?
Yeah, Gary been to New York.
I can't see you in Tulsa on June 3rd then.
Hey, thank you. Yes, sir.
This time
We expect to see you.
There's been several times that he promised Joyce. He promised Joyce to show up, and even when David McLaurin was still in the Dallas area, to show up at his show. Ray never did. After he promised on the air.
Talk about how many hundreds of dollars. You don't think I'd be listening that he spent seeing somebody, but you won't drive across Fort Worth to Dallas to come see me.
I did come to see you.
I was hurt. You missed my whole show. Does not count.
Dang, you got called out big time. Okay.
I'm sorry, Gary. Back to you, Gary.
Well, before the time, before.
You want to play the other song?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't talk. But anyhow, let's do.
I gotcha.
Thank you very much, Grizz. So we're gonna do this other song from Cynthia. And Cynthia, why don't you lead us into it? Tell us a little bit about it and everything.
Polka Dots and Moonbeam.
Yes.
I was listening to the Sarah Vaughan version, and John heard me listening to it. Somebody had suggested I sing it, and so I was listening to it. And Cassandra, what's her last name, John?
Wilson.
Cassandra Wilson sings a version that is amazing, which is his favorite. And he's like, "Oh man, you really should sing this." And I was like, I can't sing like Cassandra Wilson. But I kept looking, and I found Sarah Vaughan, one of her versions, and she's one of my favorites. And I was like, "Oh, I could do that." So, so I made it my own, of course, because I don't ever claim to be Sarah Vaughan or Ella Fitzgerald, but I like to listen to them and learn stuff. And but Polka Dots and Moonbeams is one of John's favorite songs, and it's always fun to sing it. Sometimes if I do it in the show, I'll mention that it's one of his favorites. So.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's
Look at the smile.
You ever do?
It's like when Joyce said something about her husband. It was, my baby daddy.
I have done some Billie Holiday, Ray.
What about my Strange Fruit?
I have not done Strange Fruit. I have a friend who does it. She does it amazing.
Wow.
I can do God Bless the Child.
Right.
It is hard to get, isn't it?
It is.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Personal. It's like, ooh.
She sang that so often. That was the strength of that crazy. Yeah.
It's a real deep message in Strange Fruit.
Yeah.
People really got to listen to it to pick up the message.
That's what they're saying. That's what we're all saying, that it's hard to get through.
It's hard to get through.
But Strange Fruit, boy, I tell you really got to listen to that.
Yeah, she got in some trouble for that song because she wouldn't stop.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, she did.
Yep.
Oh, when she
She
saw
had
that.
the guts to go sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough times. Oh, tough times. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
G.
before our time gets away,
But
let's get the one more in from Cynthia. We're gonna do that Polka Dots and Moonbeams, and so everybody enjoy, and we'll be right back right here on the Indie Live spot.
Yep.
Keep it locked.
Good vibes. That's what it's all about. Oh, good vibes. Good vibes. Makes me wanna shout it out. Dance was being held in a garden. I felt a bump and heard an "oh, beg your pardon." Suddenly I saw polka dots and moonbeams all around a pug-nosed tree. The music started, and was I the perplexed one? I held my breath and said, "May I have the next one?" In my frightened arms, polka dots and moonbeams sparkled on a pug-nosed tree. There were questions in the eyes of other dancers as we floated over the floor. There were questions, but my heart knew all the answers, and perhaps a few things more. Now in a cottage filled with lilacs and laughter, I know the meaning of the words ever after, and I'll always see polka dots on moonbeams when I kiss Pugnosed Tree. Questions in the eyes of other dancers as we floated over the floor. There were questions, but my heart knew all the answers, and perhaps a few things more. Now in a cottage built of lilacs and laughter, I know the meaning of the words ever after, and I'll always see polka dots and moonbeams when I kiss Pugnosed Tree. When I kiss Pugnosed Tree.
Craig, we're coming back.
I got me together. I'm okay. I'm good.
I do like that one necklace where you're laying, like you're laying down on the side, and you have a, it's like a silver necklace. It's chunky.
Are you talking to Mac?
No, I'm talking to Cynthia.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well,
I was grabbing my necklace. I was
John,
like, yeah, I like mine too.
John was flashing with his. He flashing with his. He thought something about his necklace.
Yeah, how about my necklace? See? That's it.
I thought it was straight.
Now I see it.
Oh, I know which one. That's actually the necklace.
I got
John
mine
got
You're
on
like
too.
this. You're like this, and you've got that necklace and
Yeah, I'm in a halter top dress. Yeah. Yeah.
You want to tell the story about that one?
John surprised me with that one day.
Yeah.
He
Is
said,
that a
"Hey, I
sterling
got this
silver?
necklace, and
Tell us.
I want to
John.
give this to a friend. You like it?" And I'm looking at it. I'm like, "Oh, that's really pretty." Okay, here, it's yours.
Wow. Because that is a cool looking necklace.
It's really cool. I almost wore it today. It's funny.
Well, I like the one you're wearing today too.
Thank you.
Okay, John, you said what? You want another story? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He was asking me to tell the story of the necklace. He was
Yeah, that's what I was
he
asking.
snuck me. That's the best way to describe it. He just snuck me.
Well, that track was fabulous. We just heard.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It made me want to go get a drink of this Kiyagi I got in my bar.
Oh no, Ray.
Oh, no.
No.
Don't go there.
Let him go get it.
Oh my gosh.
On the air, he's going viral.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Shoot, I got to up on there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that
Because
is a
he
true
was
statement.
Competition with himself, basically, even though the other person that was drinking on there was sipping her glass of wine that she had for the whole show. Didn't refill it, just kept that one. But this one over here brought in a jug of rum, kept pouring it into his tea, kept pouring it, and kept pouring it, and then he fell asleep. He was so toasted.
Yeah, he fell asleep with me on the Skype.
But you know something, that first drink to me, if I drank, it's But after that first drink, that second drink, shit, it started tasting good then. It started tasting good then. But that first
stopped after that first drink, but no. Mr. Man had to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I go out with my partner John. Shit, we go up to we used to call them Martina cigar bars. Now we call them just cigar bars. Or, I don't get toasted up in there because I'm driving.
Hey Ray, I tell you what, Joe, I'm right there with you on the cigar and martini. Man, that's one of my favorite combinations to relax with.
Right.
And I try to relax as often as I can. It doesn't happen nearly as much as I like to relax, but that's my favorite. You nailed it for me. A cigar and a good martini. Good night is made.
Well, thank you.
Yes, very true. Very true. That was kind of a given, though. Sorry, Ray. I have to address this because I got to stay married. That was a given. As a matter of fact, the list is you, then the martini, then the cigar, and anything else left in the world. So that's how this works.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Ray. Talk on, because
I got
to get past this.
Cynthia.
Let me ask you a question. Do they have cigar bars in Broken Arrow?
Yes, a couple of them.
Well, hell, tell you what, when I come up there to
National Jazz Festival.
Yeah.
And that too. And we're gonna have to sit down and I'm coming up there for that one. I'm gonna come there for that for the festival. We're gonna have to go somewhere and smoke us a couple of them cigars. And
let me help you out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you to the house. We're gonna sit on the patio.
That works every time.
I got a humidor here, and I got the martini ingredients, and we'll sit on the back of the patio, and we will talk about the first thing that pops up, and we'll finish with the last thing that pops up.
Well, that'll work for me, but that works for me, baby. That works for me. You're
gonna have to fly in on this. You're gonna have to fly in on this, Keith.
Whatever.
Come on, Keith.
He was like, I was an afterthought. Whatever.
He said, that ain't going nowhere.
He said, whatever.
Gary.
What?
You need to come on up and have some martini and a cigar with us.
Who said I wasn't going to be up there?
Why is it guys? Why is it just the guys? What's up with that?
We'll be inside. We can have champagne on the inside.
Smoke anyway. I can't stand. Well, let me put it this way: smoke not like me. I'll have a sore throat for a week.
Well, you got a lot of females that like to go to the bars and smoke cigars too. So
I will have an episode. I will have an asthma attack. No.
Yeah.
Man, but I'm telling you, that's a date, buddy.
Joyce, we can have a charcuterie board and some wine on the inside.
No.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm excited about your festival, though. I can't wait till it comes up.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's pretty interesting. We got to, we always have a great group of people, and this year is no exception. We have, I'm gonna start with the opener. We have Clark Gibson and the Northeastern State University Jazz Ensemble and they are going to come up and do some really cool music, and then they're going to have Cynthia to do some vocals with them as well.
Nice.
So that's a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
And then coming up next is this, and the show is basically saxophone. The Clark is a saxophonist. This next incredible person I'm going to tell you about is a saxophonist. And the last person is a saxophonist. So this is really good. But there's this incredible female saxophonist, multi-talented, multi-instrumental person who is just a wonderful human being. And she is going to lead the middle of the show. And her name happens to be Joyce Spencer.
Hey,
yeah,
so she is going to be there this year. And then closing out the show is going to be one of Atlanta's favorite people, and that's D. Lucas.
Yeah, our brother
and
D.
he's
Lucas,
the Road Warrior.
Yeah.
So that's that's going to be the show this year. Now I'm going to tell you something about this show and what we put together different festivals and different things. But what I would really love to do, I'm looking at the chat room. If I could, I don't have a way to do it right now, but if I could, I would have every person that's in that chat room right now on a show. Because they are fabulous, and I would really love to be able to utilize all of these people and their talents and let them and to showcase them. I just don't have enough shows as the people that I have so much respect for.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create additional shows and also possibly lengthen this show in the next year or two so that we can bring in more of our friends.
That'd be
because
awesome.
and I want to thank everybody that's in the chat room right now, because I appreciate you taking the time to come and listen to us and laugh with us and laugh at us and just enjoy your Saturday afternoon with us, because you could be doing anything else. You really could.
Absolutely.
But you're here, and I can't tell you how much Cynthia and I appreciate it, and how much you're appreciated for your talent and for being our friends.
We sure
But
thank you for saying
I would really love to be able to offer more people more opportunities, and I'm working on it. But right now we are where we are, and we're going to be successful in what we're doing, and we're going to grow this thing, and we're going to be able to bring more people in. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Let's partnership with the Independent Artists Festival. Let's partnership with that. I'm bringing that out.
Well, that's a good idea. Because again, we got places to put people. We just need places to put people.
Well,
that are nice events. That run well. They're in great spots so that we can get an audience. Because the main key to this, and I'm going to hit this real quick before we have to. And I'm not sure how much time we have, but this is how we approach the industry. This is the entertainment industry. Regardless of how much music you make, this is still the entertainment industry.
Right.
We use music to entertain. What happens sometimes is that, and there's nothing wrong with this, but if you're putting someone in a certain atmosphere, they have to know the difference between performing tonight and entertaining tonight.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean you get up there and you tell jokes and you dance around and shake your booty and all that stuff. If you want to, good. If you got a booty, shake it. I'm a booty fan. But,
Well,
Well, and since you're a booty fan, just tell me to put a butt lift on. Tell me to lift up the butt.
No.
He likes it natural.
Me too.
If you don't have it, don't add it. That's
Right?
I don't know. My statement is do what you gotta. But so if you and again, this is not knocking music. It's just that sometimes artists can't seem to differentiate the environment. And so they'll get used to performing music as opposed to entertaining the audience with the music.
Right.
Because you've got to engage them to get them back. You've also got to engage them to come back. Because you get called back when the audience is happy.
Yes.
Because they came and paid money in most cases to be entertained.
Well said.
They can sit at home and listen to the music. We want a new experience. We want a whole different life-changing experience. Exactly. So that's the thing that is the thing that we push is you've got to know the difference between performing and entertaining,
Yes,
and when to do it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of missed opportunities by artists who are fabulous that don't get called back for festivals, that don't get called back for shows because they didn't reach the audience and they didn't give the audience a reason to come back and see them.
So important.
Now,
Yes.
Yeah,
most of the
that's
people
something they
that we
have to
deal
learn,
with,
unfortunately. Yeah,
they really do.
Yeah.
You know, David McLaurin just said just now, I happen to look over, know your stage and your audience, and that is absolutely correct. One of my favorite statements in business is know thy customer. And that's not knowing the end point, the end customer, that's knowing who your direct customer is.
Yeah.
So if I have someone working for me and we have a service-oriented business that has customers, my first level customer is the person that works directly for me, not the end user. Because to the level that I give that person customer service, my people will give customer service to our end user customers, and they will come back time and time again. If I don't give good service to my staff, if I don't consider them to be my first line of customer, they're going to treat the customers the same way, and we are screwed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's the key.
Too, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So if you know your audience and you know your stage, you've got a really good chance of making it in this industry and having multiple shows thrown at you because you increased your value to the venue. So one last thing on venues. We have a tendency to want the venue, and they should help some. It's, you know, they booked you. But we have this tendency to want the venue to promote the show and really push the show. And, you know, some of them do and some of them don't. But if your name is on that show, the only person that you should concern yourself with pushing that show is you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's your name and your brand. And if you don't take care of your name and your brand, nobody else will.
Cool. Yep.
Venues don't really care.
Yeah.
Not all. There are some out there that are really good. They just want butts in seats.
In the seats,
And our job is to put butts with wallets in seats.
Well,
And so if we do that and we protect our brand and we do the things that we're supposed to do, then the venue is probably going to want you back. Now, is it right or wrong? It's not a factor. It's a factor of this is your brand, this is your name, and I don't care what the venue does. I am going to put my best foot forward and I'm going to make this show the best that it can possibly be. Venue be damned.
Exactly.
I like it.
A lot of
Yes.
people need to know that. They have to remember that.
Very, very well said.
Yeah, you gotta work it. Will you stop?
Oh my God.
Pretty old man. Because like they have to, people have to know this. A lot of people won't. It doesn't sink in that they have to work their butt off to promote themselves.
right.
Even if they get booked, you can't count on that venue. They might do a little bit, but you've got to do the rest of the legwork. You've got to.
Because a lot of
It's
venues
not-
want
you're
you
not
to
going to
bring your
succeed.
audience.
Exactly.
So if you don't tell your audience where you're going to be, they can't
They
come.
won't show up. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Very, very
It's
important.
hard work. I figured out when I came back to music, 11 years now, it didn't take me long to realize that you have to invite, if you want 100 people there, you really have to invite at least 1,000.
That's right.
I have a 10% rule. 10% of the people will show up that you invite, and that's 100%. So that means it may be just 5% that just show up when you invite 1,000. So Facebook has made it harder now for me
Yes,
to
they
do
have.
that. I had it so organized. All my Dallas people, and every time I add a friend, I put they're in Atlanta. So if I'm in Atlanta, I know I go,
Right.
but
Right.
they graded out. I went, oh my goodness, I can't do this anymore. So I have to hit the group thing and push it. But now LinkedIn, until they catch on, I utilize that. If I'm going to an area where I don't have any followers, I try to generate that too. So I even create flyers. I create video ads. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there, just to build some excitement. And I know some artists I've talked to, they're like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard it.
Wow.
Yeah, those are the people that say that that's not my job. And it's like
yes, it
you're
is.
not in the right business. It is your job.
Joyce, I want to touch on something you said. I tend to be a little more conservative on those numbers. You were talking about 10% and 5%. Every show that we look at 1.5%.
Okay.
And the reason we do that is we look at the people that we reach, and so if we need 200 people, then we need to find out what 200 is of the number that's 1.5%, and that's the number we have to reach in order to get those people to come. Now, if we get more than that, that's great, but 9 out of 10, we're going to land right around 1.5, 1.4% of the people that we market to will show up. So if you only market to 100 people,
yeah,
you got, and I'm trying to figure out what that half person is going to look like, but you got 1.5 people.
Somebody's kid.
And that's why I said 10% is 100%. So if you happen to get 10%, you got 100% turnout.
You got it.
That's why I said that. But then if you get half, it's still great. But you're right. And they're like, well, why are you putting so much work into it? Because that's how much work it takes.
I want people to be there.
Yeah.
It is no fun performing to an empty room.
And don't you think you want people to know that you're busy?
Yes.
Because when I was in the job market, they said when you had a job is when you got a job.
The best time to get one. As the HR professional, yes.
And people know, well, there might be something about him. Let me check him out. You know, so I market myself. I do. I must be doing something right. Thank you, because I'll be somewhere on June 3rd, and I'm really excited about being there. I think it was on Facebook that you saw me on Facebook, right? So social media does work.
All right. Okay. Well, it's about that time for us to wrap things up.
Yes.
Yes, it is. But
on the hour.
It was a great time with both of you. I'm glad you both was able to come on and hang out with us, and we want you to please return. Your home just as much as is ours, and we just really appreciate all the great information that you stored upon us, and we really enjoyed listening to the wonderful sounds of Cynthia. It was just really, really gorgeous, and I look forward to hearing you live at the festival as well. Definitely, you and both Joyce and D. Lucas. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Really can't.
My Atlanta homie.
Yeah. But as always, we really do appreciate everyone and all of our viewers and listeners that tune in, and we appreciate you hanging in with us. And Keith, thank you for coming by as well.
Yes, Lord V.
always a pleasure being with the family.
Yeah. And so with that said, I just want to tell everybody to have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of it, and be safe and be nice to everybody, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. But
don't be part of it.
Yeah, don't please.
There you go. Don't be part of it.
Amen. And what I want to do right at this point, before we do close everything down, Cynthia and John, please let everybody know how they can kind of follow up on things with you guys. You probably have some schedules of certain things that happens, but just let everybody know how they can definitely be in tune to that.
Let's see. On Facebook, I'm Cyn Sings Jazz. That's CYN Sings Jazz. On Instagram, it's Cynthia_Simmons_music. I'm rarely on Twitter anymore, although that's where I met John. Back when Twitter was fun.
He's like,
but yeah. If you look at my personal profile, it's Cynthia Simmons Taylor. And email if you just want to drop a line, sendsingsjazz@gmail.com.
Right. Awesome.
Right.
So if you're looking for Tulsa Jazz, you can do it. We try to make it as hard as possible to remember. It's tulsajazz.com. So that way, I know you'll struggle with that, but it's the best we could do. And then we have Taylor Entertainment Group, which is bookwithteg.com. We have Taylor Entertainment Group online. We have Book with TEG as our website. We're on Facebook under Taylor Entertainment Group. We're on Facebook under Tulsa Jazz. We created the Facebook Jazz Society, so we have that one. We have Jazz in Tulsa, and we have about 30 or 40 different pages that we run and that we operate. We are the sponsor of Jazzology with Keith G on Tuesday through Thursday evenings from 7 to 11 Eastern. And we are thrilled to do that. We've been doing that now, was it, Keith, a little over 2 years? 3 years? Yeah.
Wow.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, knowing Keith has been a pleasure and always is, although I did have more hair before I started with him. But that's another story. We can also be found on a new website, which is about a year old, 2 years old. It's called Tulsa Go.
Okay.
TULSAGO.com. We have a page on there that is a tourist and visitation Tulsa type of site that promotes the entire city, and we are partners with that. And our page was listed by the city as our not our page, but our event was listed by the city as one of the top 10 events to experience in 2022.
Awesome.
So we are thrilled with what's happened, and we look forward to working with everybody and seeing everybody. And I love you all because I have no purpose in my life without you, because I live to do this and I have a great time doing it. And I love my wife, and she's a wonderful lady. So I am going to turn it over to you, Gary, and then we'll do this again next week.
Let's do.
I forgot to say my website. It's sendsingsjazz.com or CynthiaSimmonsMusic.com.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, again, we definitely really do appreciate everything that you guys are doing, and we're going to follow up and keep following up. And like I said, I will definitely be seeing you guys when I come out there. Okay, well, Keith, we know what you got going on. You want to go ahead and fill us in on that real quick before we move on out?
I'm just staying busy with all my clients with Jazzman Music, marketing and promotion. I have 36 clients now.
Wow.
And we're doing good. Yeah. And well as John being my partner, he is also my client. Him and Cynthia, so
appreciate all you do.
We do a lot of work together for a lot of jazz artists out there. And this is our passion, and I've been in entertainment over 43 years in one capacity or another, and been in radio going on 18 years.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. But it's always a pleasure to be on board and be with my family here, with all of you out there in the chat room, and those that we don't see. It's always a pleasure.
It is. Thank you so much, Keith. Okay. Well, Joyce, Ray, and Grizz, please take us away.
Well, I really, really enjoyed this today, and I just want to let you know, John and Cynthia, I'm so honored to be a part of June 3rd. I'm so excited about that. That's part of my goal. Was to play in international jazz festivals. So, and I thank you for being a part of that. So on. I'm excited. I have my playlist, all my charts. Everything is ready already. It's ready to go.
That's
but
right.
You're such a professional, John. Oh my God, you're such a professional. I love the way you do things. I'll just say that. And you have a reputation out there that is just excellent. And I'm so looking forward to not just as being part of the entertainment, but I'm so excited about being a spectator too. You know, I'm there to enjoy and to support the other artists. So, because I heard some of what's the saxophonist at Northeast or Northwest College? At Clark, yes, he's excellent. I can't wait to hear him as well. So, anyway, well, I will see you guys soon. See you next week. All right, Mac.
Mac.
Yeah, well, hey, man, it's been my pleasure to have you on the show today, man. You know, I tell you, boy, I'm so glad you came in to help me out. You know, I don't get that very often. You know,
Poor
nobody.
Mac. We just had two made.
Well, I tell you, sometimes they want to bring tears to my eyes. Boy, they mess with me.
Let me see.
Too funny.
I saw that.
Wiping it away. But hey, seriously, on a serious note, hey man, it's been a pleasure. And I hope you come back real soon. Hell, you can come back next week. Just like you said. Fine with me. But
thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
But hope to see you on the 3rd though, for sure, so we can sit down and drink some munchies and smoke some cigars.
There we go.
Yeah.
Joyce, thank you as well.
Yeah. But last thing I got to say, see you later. Bye.
Later. Bye.
All right. Well, since I don't have time to shout out the people that were in the chat room, but I'll put you on my little review on there. Cynthia, John, thank you for joining us this day. It was so much fun, and I was so glad that I was able to meet both of you face to face. So, well, face to face via Skype. But thank you, and I can't wait till your EP comes out.
Yeah.
I have to get you back
you.
when your EP comes in.
Absolutely.
Love to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to have you both back. Okay. Next week, I had to do a little rearranging of the schedules because one had to reschedule that I had for next week. So instead of the other person, we have JC Smith next week.
All right, JC.
Please join us.
Hey.
Yeah.
Please join us. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to meet this guy in person.
Yeah.
So please invite your people, invite your friends, invite whomever to join us. Do the thumbs up and subscribe to G's page if you haven't. So please help us grow our brand. And we will see you next week. Stay safe, everyone. Have a great weekend. We love you guys. Ciao.
All right, everybody. See you next week.
See you later. Bye.
Ciao.